welcome to another wonderful episode of Joshua's Movie Reviews and More. Question is, what do you like about movies? Me personally, well, since Aquaman's out, I decided to go for that. I don't know. It's really weird. When I was a kid, I collected comic books like every other kid. I had Superman's, Batman, Spider-Man, X-Men, all that kind of stuff. The one superhero I never had a comic book for was Aquaman. That's why it's really weird for me to talk about it. I always considered Aquaman to be kind of, I don't know, boring, in a word. Yeah, he protected the oceans, which is always important, but at the same time, my brother said that he works better in conjunction with other superheroes, which, and for the most part, is true. But for movie purposes, it works rather well. Jason Momoa, I guess that's how you pronounce his last name. He plays Arthur, also known as Aquaman. He played in Conan the Barbarian, Justice League, Frontier, and Game of Thrones. Now, it's mainly Game of Thrones which got my attention. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, and he played Khal Drogo in that, and he was just awesome in it. I'm sorry that he died, but that's the way he was written in the books. So, yeah, we can thank Martin for that one. Also loved his portrayal as Aquaman in Justice League as well. He was funny. He was just, kick butt and take names, drink a bunch of liquor after he saves fishermen. Great stuff. But it was just funny. You also have Amber Heard. She plays Mira, which is Aquaman's love interest. She played in Pineapple Express, Zombieland, Machete Kills, 3 Days to Kill, and also, again, Justice League. You have William Dafoe. He plays basically Aquaman's trainer. He trains him as a kid, teaches him all about, how to swim and how to fight and all this kind of stuff. And William Dafoe normally escalates a movie, for the most part. Not so in this one. You can't replace him with anybody. His part was needed, but he's not like your normal William Dafoe character. But if you don't know him, William Dafoe played in Platoon, Mississippi Burning, Born on the 4th of July, Flight of the Intruder, Body of Evidence, Clear and Pleasant Danger, Boondock Saints 1 and 2, American Psycho, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. He also played in The Reckoning, The Aviator, Triple X, State of the Union, Inside Man, Daybreakers, Odd Thomas, John Wick, What Happened to Monday, and Death Note. What I mean by that he escalates things, is a look at Boondock Saints, especially the first one. Boondock Saints, I think would have been a good movie, but I don't think it would have been as good of a movie without William Dafoe. Take another look at Daybreakers. He played great in that. What Happened to Monday? John Wick. Who else could have played Death Note? He's just a great actor, a very good all-around actor. With that being said, I still say that it's hard to explain. He plays a very watered down character in this. As you can see by the trailer, you know, they're off to get the trident and all this kind of stuff, and his, I guess, half-brother is trying to take over as king of the seas and all this kind of stuff, and he wants to basically do battle with the Earthlanders, and Arthur has a hard time because he's not pure Atlantean. He's actually a half-human. But you can tell by the trailer that his dad was a lighthouse. He looked after a lighthouse. And as right at the first 5 minutes of the movie, his mom washes up on shore. On a cold, rainy night. Yeah. She stays at the house for a little while, but ends up that they're looking for her, and she basically runs away back to Atlantis to save her son and his father. And, good thing. The only other person that you really need to know about in this movie is Patrick Wilson. He plays Orm, and that is Arthur's half-brother. Yeah, if you don't know him, he played in Phantom of the Opera, Lakeview Terrace, Watchmen, The A-Team, Insidious 1 and 2, The Conjuring 1 and 2, Prometheus, Batman vs. Superman, and The Founder. All these people have played in more things, but like I said before in previous videos, I only mention movies that I myself have seen. All around, good acting cast. Good storyline, good acting, good special effects. I saw it in 3D, which I recommend. For the most part, there's some things that just don't make sense. For those of you who do watch the film, like they come across this machine, he says is completely dried out, and Mira uses this power of hers to take a drop of sweat off Arthur's forehead, and she just places it on the machine and it starts working. It's like, okay, he just says completely dried out, and it's located in a kingdom that's in a desert. An Atlantean kingdom that's in the desert. People who are used to being underwater. So obviously this technology is supposed to be submerged. So you take a machine that's supposed to be submerged, and you take one drop of sweat, and all of a sudden it works. That really doesn't make sense to me. But still, overall, for the most part, it's a good movie. I would recommend anybody watch it. Just by looking at the trailer, you know that he gets trained. You know there's epic battles. What you don't know is all the comedy that's involved during the movie, which they do slip quite a bit in. Jason still plays the part of Aquaman very well, and I'd love to see it again. This is one I would go multiple times to the theater to see. I never thought I'd ever say that about an Aquaman film, but I guess, and like I said, the only reason I watched this movie at all was because of Jason. That was it. If it wasn't for him betraying Aquaman, never would have seen it. I don't care how many special effects they put in it. I thought Aquaman was stupid as far as a comic book character. That puts me into Justice League. Again, I saw this mainly because I want to see if Superman came back from the dead, which he does. Great. I mean, this movie's been out for a while, so spoilers, obviously. Ben Affleck, he plays Bruce Wayne. aka Batman. He played in School Ties, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Good Will Hunting, Phantoms, Armageddon. Excuse me. Dogma, 200 Cigarettes, Reindeer Games, Boiler Room, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Pearl Harbor, Changing Lanes, Sum of All Fears, Daredevil, Paycheck, Surviving Christmas, Clerks 2, Smoking Aces, Gone Girl, Batman vs. Superman, and Suicide Squad. The only reason I saw Gone Girl is because I read the book. And I was like, okay, well, let's see how that happens. Excuse me. You have Henry. I can't even pronounce this guy's last name. But Carvel. He plays Superman. He was in Count of Monte Cristo, Hellraiser, Hellworld, Stardust, Immortals, Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Mission Impossible Fallout. You have Gail. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. She played in Wonder Woman. Or she plays as Wonder Woman. And yes, I saw Wonder Woman. She played in Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast Furious 6, Furious 7. Yeah, she's been in a lot of Fast and Furious films. Batman vs. Superman and Wonder Woman. I fell asleep during that film. Sorry. You have Ezra Miller. Ezra. Interesting name. Good name. He plays Barry Allen, aka The Flash. He was in Perks of Being a Wallflower, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and also Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. And again, you have Jason Momoa. We already covered him. You also have Ray Fisher. He plays Cyborg. He hasn't been in that many things. In fact, I think he's been in 2 films. This one and Batman vs. Superman. You have Amy Adams. She plays Lois Lane. She was in Catch Me If You Can, The Wedding Date, Enchanted. Yeah. You can tell how I feel about that film. Night at the Museum, Battle for the Smithsonian, Man of Steel, and Batman vs. Superman. Now, here's my sum of that. Justice League. Let's say you take Superman, for example. Man of Steel. I like the film, but it's very hard to have a superhero like Superman be portrayed correctly. And because, the guy's impervious, he's flies, he super breath, laser eyes, all kinds of stuff. How do you make a villain worthy of him? That's the one thing I think they got it right, is that they made a villain that was worthy of not only Superman, but, Batman, The Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. They actually made a villain who was worthy of them. I don't foresee a Justice League 2, because I don't see how they can really make another villain worthy of it. But it would be nice to see if they could conjure up a villain for it. Too bad you can't have a DC Marvel mashup. That'd be kind of nice. Could you imagine a Thanos and Superman? Oh, wait. Superman, Thanos, the Hulk, and Thor Battle Royale. That'd be kind of cool. You got Batman, who, everybody's saying, you have Wonder Woman, who's an Amazonian. You have Superman, who is Superman. You have the Flash, who has super speed. You have Cyborg, who has the computer parts and all this kind of stuff. And you have Aquaman. Then you have Batman. Everybody seems to have a superpower except for Batman, who just is really rich. He even says in the middle, he's like, "What's your superpower?" I'm extremely rich. I'm sorry, but it's just kind of funny. But you have Justice League. The only reason I mentioned Justice League is because of Aquaman. Again, we're seeing. I didn't list the antagonist on this one. I'm sorry. Kind of tired, but to sum it all up, you have the Amazons. They have this enemy. He's super. He's powerful. He controls this army of like insectoid creatures, and they're trying to take over the world. Obviously, he kicks everybody's butt, and they're trying to basically put him out of commission. Great special effects, great acting, great battle scenes. 2 films you definitely want to see. If you want to see Justice League first, so you can get a kind of taste for Aquaman, that's cool. But since Aquaman just came out, you can actually see Aquaman without seeing the whole entire Justice League thing. Just know that Mira was in both. She comes to help Aquaman out in Justice League. Kind of guide him, I guess you'd say. But overall, what the main purpose of this video is about Aquaman. But yeah, my whole outlook is definitely go see it. If you can afford it, go see it in 3D. Definitely worth every penny. That's it. Very short video. Not used to my normal speed. I'll be showing a video shortly. I'll probably be filming that tomorrow. But I also want to go see another film, but I'll put that in another video. Other than that, drink rules still apply. That's down in the description. The trailer things are down in the description. Other than that, that's me signing off. Saying if you're not going to be good at it.